stand, no purchase necessary. Here is the king right here, Jerry Lawler. Let's, boy, you heard all the stuff going on, I'm sure.
Well, there are a lot of things going on, and before we talk about tonight, I want to mention a couple of other quick things. First of all, this afternoon, I'm going to be, it's always a busy, weekends are always busy for the king. This afternoon, I want to mention to everybody that's in earshot of this and everybody that's in the viewing area, if you want to, jump in your cars. For this afternoon, from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock, I'm going to be over at Airport Toyota. They're having a remote over there. Kicks 106 is going to be broadcasting live. I'm going to be there, and I'll have some free tickets over there. So if you want to come by, tickets for tonight's wrestling. And as you said, tonight's a big card, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But I also want to mention that tomorrow we got that big doubleheader up in Jackson, Tennessee. I think we got 3 of the guys. Can you get a shot? Here's some of the guys right there from Pizza Inn up there that we're going to be playing. We're going to help raise some money for the Jackson Senior Baseball League up there, and want to invite everybody out. And the first 200 people get free tickets to next Monday night's wrestling up there in Jackson, Tennessee. So that's going to be tomorrow afternoon. And I understand that Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher are going to play for these guys' team over there. Well, I got news for you. There may be more than a softball battle going on out there at Toe Bailey Field tomorrow in Jackson, but I'm looking forward to that. But the exciting news is about tonight. Saturday night, right here in Memphis, Tennessee, Mid-South Coliseum, and this Unified World Heavyweight Championship. Well, now let me explain one more time in case the people out there are not really picking up on what's going on, because this is a very, very serious situation. Last week, Mike Samples, one of the heads from the Global Wrestling Federation, is down here. He's got this Bert Prentice, another guy with the Global Wrestling Federation, down here. And what they have in mind, what they have as their big master plan, is that they want to do basically a hostile takeover of the USWA. Now, the USWA is very near and dear to my heart, as it should be to these wrestling fans, because that's a promotion that has brought wrestling to Memphis, Tennessee for how many years, Dave?
Long
time. That's right, a long time. And what these guys have in mind doing, let me just explain something real quickly here. Probably a lot of people don't realize how good we have it as far as wrestling goes right here in Memphis. Do you realize that this show that you're watching, look at that, it's right now, it is 10:20, 6 seconds after 10:20 in the morning. This is a live wrestling show. This is the last, and the one and the only and the last live wrestling show in the entire world. Not just in the United States, but in the entire world. This is the only live wrestling show that there is anywhere. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. It is more expensive to produce a live wrestling show. It is a lot more trouble. It is a little risky, because what you see is what you get. If somebody comes out here and has a slip of the tongue, or if somebody, as has happened in the past, their dress might get pulled up or something, you're going to see it, because it's live. It's not like the rest of these shows where they go out and they tape them about 2 or 3 months in advance, and then they take the shows back to the studio and they edit out what they don't want the people to see, and they edit in some extra crowd noise because people are sitting there on their hands watching some dull matches, and then they show these tapes. Well, let me tell you something. That is what the global people want you to see right here. They want to come in here and they want to put a tape on Channel 5. They want to take off this live wrestling show, and they want to put a tape from Texas or somewhere on this station at this time, and they want to not have wrestling every Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, because, quite frankly, as has happened in, as they think it's progress, but if you look around the country, there aren't many cities that have wrestling events every single week. Your WWF, your NWAs, your Globals, what they do is they only go to a wrestling town when it's profitable for them, when the bottom line means that they can make a lot of money. So what they do is they stay out of a town for a long time, 3, 4, maybe 6 months, and then they go in, one big show, bang, they get a lot of people to come out, and then they say, hey, we made a lot of money, but let's forget that town for another 6 months. Well, that's what Global wants to do here. They don't want to have weekly wrestling events. Well, let me tell you something. I like wrestling the way it's been here in Memphis, Tennessee. I like a live wrestling show. I like wrestling every Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, and that's the way I want it to stay. Now, this jerk, Bert Prentice, talking about tonight, he has gone out and he says that Marty Jannetty is supposed to be here to try to take this unified title back to Global. Well, Marty Jannetty, let me tell you something about Marty Jannetty. Everybody has watched Marty Jannetty. He's been a World Tag Team Champion with WWF. Marty Jannetty is a fine wrestler. I got all the respect in the world for Marty Jannetty. He is a true championship caliber competitor. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't think Bert Prentice even knows Marty Jannetty. What he's got in mind is having me prepare for Marty Jannetty and then showing up with some global jerk like Steve Dane like he did last week. And then he's going to try to run a ringer in and he's going to try to scam us out of the title. Now, come on out here, Bert.
Jerry, it's great to see you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to get you...
It's not great to see you. Do you understand that? It's not great to see you. It's not great to have you here, and it's not... What it's not great is for you to come out here all smiles and trying to act like you're friends to me and all of these wrestling fans. No, you don't love them. What you want to do is you want to take over this company. Why don't you tell the truth about it?
Why are you so hostile to me in Global?
Because I know what you're trying to do. That's why. I can read you better than I can read the commercial appeal. You understand that? I know what you're doing.
Well, I want to be your friend. If you don't want to be mine, that's fine. I do want to tell the people Jerry Lawler just come out here for 7-8 minutes and told more lies than I've ever heard in my life. First of all, we adore these people. We are here for the fans. Now, you've been running your mouth about Marty Jannetty. In just a few short hours, Jerry Lawler, you're going to see if Marty Jannetty's here or not.
Oh, yeah, they're right. Just like last week. Marty Jannetty was supposed to be here. You come. Oh, he hurt his ankle, right? He had a twisted ankle, so he couldn't show up. I don't think, like I said, Marty Jannetty is a top star. I've never seen Marty Jannetty wrestle in the global organization. I think that you're just picking that name out of the air, and what you're trying to do is have me prepare for him and then run a Steve Dane or who's some of the other slugs you got down that global organization, trying to run them in, and you, with their help, trying to scam me out of the title and take it back to global. And I don't think you even know Marty Jannetty. Do you think you know Marty Jannetty?
Mr. Lawler, I want to be your friend, and I hate to embarrass you in front of all these people. I don't know Marty Jannetty. Marty, come on up, my friend. I want to introduce you to Mr. Jerry Lawler, the supposed world champion, my friend.
Well, that is Marty Jannetty.
It's Marty Jannetty looking better than ever, my friend.
You know, Jerry Lawler, first of all, I want to say, good to see you. You are a good wrestler. Not. Now, I hear you back there running your mouth about Global taking over this place. You know, think about it, you are living in the past. The way you guys do things here is history. You need to move up back to the future. But you know, you're crying about all this Global taking over, and the truth is you're scared. You're scared of what's going to happen to you tonight. You know. Because, see, you are Memphis. You are the king of this place, and you people hold it down so I can get my piece here, huh? Yeah, that's what I mean. This is history. All of you are history. You're living in the past. But you have got something, Jerry Lawler, that every wrestler wants. Every wrestler would love to own a place like you own Memphis. Every wrestler would love to stay at home and wrestle and defend titles like you have for your whole life. It's been a cakewalk. The road was paved for you. You've never had to do like everybody else. Go out on the road and kick butts and take names and try to make something for yourself. No, everything's been handpicked for you. Right here in your backyard. And you know good and well, with somebody like me, a wrestler of the 90s, the future, not the history like this place, is going to come in here, is going to take that title from you, and you're going to have to do like everybody else that's on the road every night. You're going to have to go out there, and whether it be Global or anywhere else, you're going to have to chase after titles out of your backyard, and I don't think you'll be the kingfish then.
Let me just say this, Marty Jannetty. I got to tell you right now, I had a lot of respect for you up until the last few minutes, because I can see now that you've been brainwashed by this jerk and by Mike Samples and by all the rest of the idiots with the global organization. And let me say this. No, I'm not scared and I'm not shaking. But I'm going to tell you what I know. I know that if this belt right here gets in the hands of the global organization, that you can kiss the USWA goodbye, or we can kiss it goodbye. And so I realize that tonight, and every time I step in the ring with this belt at stake, that I'm not just wrestling for this belt, and I'm not just wrestling for me. I'm wrestling for the USWA and for wrestling for all of these fans right out here. And if you think, Marty Jannetty, and if you think, Bert Prentice, that this is going to be a cakewalk to waltz into my backyard, you're right. It has been nice to be able to wrestle in Memphis, Tennessee, and to have these fans out there to support me every week, and to have all the top contenders in the world have to come to me. That has been nice. And I don't want to lose that. Do you understand me? So if you think it's going to be a cakewalk to come here and take this belt and to take the USWA away from here,
I've heard enough of your stuff. Listen up.
you ain't heard all of it yet. You're going to hear a lot more of it tonight.
Care about you. These people have been walking behind you the whole way. Well, I tell you what, you people with him. And so I guess all of Memphis is with him. Well, all of you are going down tonight. You got that? No more cakewalk for you, and I know you're scared.
It's just a few short hours away, Jerry Lawler. It's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost over. We're going to treat you right.
It's tonight, all right. 8 o'clock is when it all begins at the Mid-South Coliseum. Mr. Prentice, if you will escort Mr. Jannetty out here, it's tonight. It's global against the USWA. 8 o'clock at the Mid-South Coliseum. Don't miss this one, fans. Big double main event coming up here. Bert?
Yeah. I got news for both of you jerks. If you think I'm scared, if you guys feel froggy, just jump on the king, and I'll show you how scared I am. And I promise you this. Yeah, go up there, put on your little show. I got news for you.
Jannetty climbed up in the ring there. Come on, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Wait till tonight.
See if we can get... Jerry waited till tonight, just a little time away from him.
Hey, it's 2 against 1. You got Prentice over here in the corner. Be careful, King.
I tell you, Jerry, he won't back down from anyone. Looks like we may have a championship.
Got an unscheduled match, looks like. Oh, Lawler. Now Jannetty maybe changes his mind, huh? What's wrong here, Bert? He doesn't want to wrestle, it looks like.
You know nothing about wrestling. It's a game of fight. Jerry Lawler, it's almost over. Can you feel it in the air in Memphis? I can feel it on the street. It's almost over.
Prentice.
I tell you what may almost be over. The takeover attempt by Global may almost be over.
Right.
I don't see Jerry Lawler backing up a step, but I do see... Oh, come on. He was in the ring, and he ran out of the ring.
That's right.
Hey, look at him. Trying to sneak in behind his back, what he's trying to do. And then when the king turns around, Jannetty suddenly decides he needs to be somewhere else.
Let's get him out. Yeah, we'll see.
Almost over. Memphis, your history. It will be tonight. Yeah, count the hours till the Coliseum at 8 o'clock. Back here in a moment.